Let me show you niggas what to do with it. I'm rolling with two bitches. They both holding 50 rounds of that hot shit. Make a move, nigga. They done heard we got some new riches. New whips with the cute ribbons. Old school with the new engine. Some of my niggas stayed down, but yeah, we still got a few missing. Cut them off, had to move different. Nigga, we done touched a few pigeons. Cooking like we had two kitchens. Nigga should've stayed in school with it. You can tell how a nigga do digits. Same team with a new vision. And we about to do the fool with it. To God, all praises due with it.
We back, baby. We's back. We back, man. We back. This your boy, man, PAT, aka The Streets. And I'm one third of one of the best podcasts in Texas land, man. Texas on 3. No further than do, let me bring my guy up, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's safe to say that it's a killer on the loose again. Killer Cal, brother, what's going on, man? Killer, where you at, brother? Oh, goddamn, how we come back and Killer ain't back out? Killer. Now, my dog want to get in the mix, man. One of our brothers, man, he's handling some business right now, but for sure, he will pop up pretty soon, man. Say. Long time no see, y'all just stay after the Patriots game, man. Space Age, man.
What's up, man? I don't know why I can't hear you, bro.
Oh, Lord. Drop out
the
the
intro music.
Killer, drop out and come back.
Let me drop.
Man, hold up. Space Age. Now, hey, bro, that Patriots game, that was some, oh my God. That Patriots game was some bullshit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, like, I stand over that Patriots game. The Patriots game hurt me more than the Chiefs game. That's probably one of the worst games in Texas history, according to other people. But I would say that Patriots game, because how CJ handled it. All right, Killer back, Killer.
What's up, man?
You good on your end?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
All right, now we got a killer on the loose. He back, man. He back.
Hey, I'm way in Abilene. Whatever's going on in Houston and them bayous, it ain't me.
Had to sip my tea on that one. Man, God is good, man. God is good. We back, man. We back. Brother Nitty, he out and about in the streets right now, handling some business, taking care of the fam. Dr. Payton, man, he doing the same. So right now, 2-man waiting till the brothers show up. But we back. Brandon was good. Brandon don't waste no time getting to it. I promise. Brandon don't waste no time getting to it. Oh, man. So it's been a while since we seen y'all, man. Patriots game, CJ game. But hey, guess what? Hey, it's off season. My favorite time of the year. There's a lot of guys out there that's moving around, a lot of things moving and shaking. It's combine time. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I don't want to hear nothing about this guy ran the 40 or this guy lift that much weights. These guys are in shorts. It's like mini camp. You're running around catching the ball, running up the line. Some of the drills are important though. I will say that. But the combine mostly is for these guys to get recognized by the teams, for the teams to get up on these guys one-on-one, have intimate interactions with them, pause if need be. I got my eyes on a couple of guys, draft guard been working. I'm always working. But no further ado, let's get straight into it, man. With the CJ Hunter. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Yes. I didn't want to start there, but since you brought it up, I'm gonna touch on it just for a quick second and get into the dialogue we got.
Hey, we the show of the people, man. Hey,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
what's
Without
up?
y'all, this shit don't go. But Joe Mixon, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think I told y'all earlier in the year that he wasn't coming back for the rest of the year. I don't know what show that was or how many shows I was saying that, but I told y'all it was worse than what we all thought it was going to be, and that Joe wasn't coming back. And you know, I ain't got my credentials. I ain't in the locker room, but I am the streets, and the streets be known. I'm gonna leave it at that though. But I told y'all, man, Joe was not coming back, man, to play this season. Also, they just dropped the bomb. Not really a bomb anymore because we know Joe wasn't coming back to begin with. Period. However, um, they're gonna cut him. He's gonna be a cap casualty. And honestly, his injury, and he's just not getting surgery on it. Just now getting surgery on it. So it's looking like as if even once we get rid of him, cut him. Thank you for your service. Wherever he goes, it'll be a while before he gets to where he's going because he's gonna have to pass a physical wherever he goes. Right now, I'm gonna say this about Joe. If you have Joe last year, a lot of things go differently. The O line protected better, but the quarterbacks, meaning CJ and Mills, were also throwing the ball, getting the ball a lot quicker as well. So, Sunshine in Jacksonville, he gets the ball out the quickest out of all the QBs in the NFL. It's hard to sack that guy. He only gets sacked when he holds the ball on for too long. And the sacks were down for us this year. Like, granted, CJ fell off the cliff, fell off earth. But if you would have had Joe, man, in my heart of hearts, I truly feel like it'd have been us holding that Lombardi, still dealing with, damn, but CJ played bad. But we had Joe because Joe was the heart of the team. He was the engine. He got guys believing in themselves and playing harder than they could possibly play. It's hard to replace that. Now, going into free agency and, well, draft. Is combine, free agency, then draft. One of the main things we need out the gate is running back. Us guys amongst one another in our group chat, you know, when we talk, we kind of split on it. I've been leaning towards Kenneth Walker. He's a great player. But if you add him, you have to fix the offensive line first. Now, will he add what Joe added? Maybe. Then again, he won't because Joe added that fierceness, talking shit to everybody, getting everybody riled up. Kenneth Walker don't talk. I believe he's like Stingley. He don't say nothing. At least Stingley look at you like you're crazy. Kenneth gonna like try to hide from you and run away. But on the field, he's a bad man. Another guy, Brees Hall, explosive player, play behind a very bad offensive line. He can cut like Joe. I don't know if Brees Hall is a raw, let's get it going type of guy. I don't know. But what I do know about Brees Hall is he's probably not leaving New York because they're gonna franchise tag him, and he has a tendency to put the ball on the carpet too much for me, for my liking. So these are two guys. Dr. Payton favorite guy is an alligator. Well, I call him alligator. What is it? How you say his name, Killer?
Algiers.
Algier? Algie?
Yeah, Algiers.
I call him alligator, man. I just don't like alligator. I just don't. But Doctor feel like if you pair him with old Woody, they could be a tandem. I'm not high on that though. What are some of you all's thoughts in the comments, man, on far as adding a running back to this group of what we got going on? Shout out to my mama, Texas on 3. Welcome back, you guys. I'm disappointed we didn't go to the Super Bowl, and next year has to be our year. I agree, mama. This is a very pivotal offseason. This is the most important offseason of the Texans franchise history. They have to get it right. Oh man, Space Age cooking right now, bro. CJ Hunter say Nick Chubb wasn't bad. Man, Nick Chubb, CJ, I don't know if you live in Houston or not, but there was a place out here called Turkey Leg Hut, and Nick Chubb had some turkey leg hut knees. It was knees, the meat falling off the bone. I remember telling Killer one time I forgot what game I was at, where he broke off to the right and he started pumping his legs like he couldn't cut. I said, "Oh, them knees cooked." So, but towards the end of the year, they stopped using Chubb. Why? Don't know. I can only assume that's because of the knees. Brandon, what Brandon say? Brandon says, "Call the FBI and tell them Brees Hall is being held hostage." Oh man, oh B. All right, Killer. So, the folks talking about, oh damn. I'm not mad at Space Age on this one. Space Age says, I'm out on CJ until he shows me something. I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you at all. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm so out on CJ that I took it upon myself to go on NCAA, create me a quarterback, and force myself to be drafted by the Texans to get his ass off the team. Right? That's why I'm at with it. But Nick Casario came out and said that we are not trading CJ. He's not going anywhere. And anybody thinking we're gonna trade him as buffoon or whatever the word he chose to say. But CJ not going nowhere. So for those that are still team CJ, you got your wish. For those that are not team CJ, we just gotta sit and wait and hope for the best.
Hey, you got. There's no disrespect, but you got diehards, you got bandwagons, and you got fair weathers.
Yep.
Hey, when the season is over with, bro, if he gonna be the quarterback, what I'm gonna be out on? I can't be out on nothing. I just got to look at the off season, man. One thing I can say is, and I know if Nita was here, he'll take me to task on this, but man, for the last 2 years, man, the weapons that we've had on offense, those guys have been hurt in the most crucial moments going into the
Always.
playoffs. So you can't overcome injuries and also a makeshift line. Last year it was the line that was so discombobulated with coaching, and now you finally get a competent coach, and they improved, but we were still bottom fourth on a lot of in a lot of statistical categories. So when you start to take all of that into account, and you look at the teams that won, look how a lot of look how Denver went so far, even the Patriots, and how the teams that they were facing was riddled with injuries. We all know injuries is a part of the game, but also at the same time, the Texans on offense, as far as weapons wise, was one of the lowest paid. We had one of the lowest paid rosters in the NFL as far as offensive weapons. So if you going into a playoff game into the season, you missing Tank Dell, which we knew. You got two rookie wide receivers that they couldn't figure out how to use them. I mean, you figure out how to use one at the end of the year, still didn't figure out how to use Noel. It seemed like Dalton Schultz started to come on, and then of course Nico, he's gonna, miss his customary games. So with that, and you talking about a running back, we had a running back room that no defensive coordinator, all 31 teams, would never have to game plan against any one of our running backs. Because I'm gonna tell you something, we don't have a running back on our roster that's top 50 in the NFL. Top 50. So all the love that we could show everybody that's on that squad, we had absolutely no run game. So you can blame that on the line. You can blame that on play calling scheme. You can put it any way you want to. But when you peel back the layers and look at the numbers, we didn't have a good running attack and we had a mediocre offensive line. So of course, CJ, he's going to carry the blunt of the blame, which he deserved a lot of it. 4 interceptions, the fumbles, we get it. But I'm glad that Nick is going to make this a priority. The defense is set. I wouldn't, and I'm jumping ahead. I wouldn't get mad if we do something in the first round that's going to piss a lot of people off. But
Like what?
Draft for defensive tackle.
Yeah, I can see that too.
And it's going to piss off the whole Texan world because the ordinary fan think that the first 3 or 4 picks need to be line. And that's just not how it works. Mm-hmm. But, at the end of the day, man, it's, hey, CJ is my guy. I'm going to ride with him. I was pissed off. I'm glad I ain't glad we haven't had shows, but, we ain't had shows and we all discussed how disgusted we was. But, I mean, it's been over 30-something days now, man. If you still, hey, I mean, you had a right to feel how you feel. Like, I'd never tell nobody how to fan out. But, hey, I'm H-Town through and through. So, but let's get on with the topic, man. What you want to hit on first, man?
O-line.
All right, so we want to talk about O-line, and we'll talk about we'll talk about off-season acquisitions via free agency on the O-line, and we'll double dip that with the draft also. So when you look at the line that we had in place, we know Ursary is going to be probably the only one that we can say that, okay, that's his position.
Right.
We know Titus have the ability to move around, but I think everything else is movable parts. So we can all say how we feel, but just looking at Nick track record, how do you think Nick is going to handle this? Like, is he going to take most of the attention in free agency and try to answer every question? Or you think he's going to try to do as much as he can, spend the money, how much money he can spend in free agency, and then hope that the person that he wants in the draft can fall to him? Because it may be several people. Nobody had Ursary on our board but you. I must say that. You're the only person that had Ursary on our board. And even when Ursary was drafted, some people still complained. But as he started to play, then, it got a little solid. So,
hey, draft gonna be knowing, man. That's all. Let me sip my tea, man. All right, so giving y'all some post-Paul behind-the-scenes conversation. We was talking about upgrading the center position, primarily interior line. The hottest name on the market is Linderbaum. I feel like they're probably going to reach out to try to get him, but he may be, as far as price range, he may cost too much. And even if we are willing to spend that money, I just feel like he's going to want to go where John Harbaugh is at in New York. Now, whatever the ticket may be, players that go to New York get overpaid because they get taxed so much. You come here, no state tax, it's a better environment, better chance to win immediately. If Linderbaum is not possible, I'm shout out to John Hickman on Locked On Texans. He brought this guy up, and his name has been bubbling around the community, as far as reports and things of that nature. But Cade Mays, the center from the Carolina Panthers, won't cost as much as a Linderbaum would, but a very serviceable guy. I don't have his numbers in front of me at the moment, but I remember he had a pretty good high rating on PFF, passing and run blocking. Didn't give too many pressures and not too many sacks. Yeah, from the Panthers. I still don't know. Like, for me, I need my interior guys to move people out the way. Like, what's the Ludacris song? Move, bitch, get out the way. That's what I need. I need some junkyard dogs. I need my linemen to where we go if we in an alley and there's somebody trying to rob us, they're gonna look at them and go the other way. Like, not tonight. Nah, that's the type of guys we need. Um, Now, Tennessee just released their center. He just signed a big deal 2 years ago. You know, I don't really watch Tennessee like that, and I always felt like players as a whole, no matter their position, you go to Tennessee, you go to Tennessee to die. Alziz went there and he almost didn't make it out. Like, we saved Alziz, man, but um, so that position in general, I would love for us to bring back Ingram. I would love for us to bring back Ingram. Would love to have back Ingram, but I think Ingram is going to be priced out too high. So if we're going into this, and I'm primarily saying I believe Nick is going to handle the needs in free agency for spending money, right? He will acquire the depth and potential starters within the draft. So in my world, we keep Ingram, we sign either Linderbaum or Mays, and you go draft your potential left guard, whomever it could be. And you draft more than one. A lot of people want we talk what's my guy name from Bama? We were just talking about
Uh, Proctor.
Caden Proctor, yeah. A lot of guys want Proctor. Uh, and I'm gonna hit on that real quick, but I'm infatuated with the guy Pugh from Oregon. He has the most starts out of everybody that's coming out. Like, he's played in multiple systems. He can gap. He can play in the gap scheme. He can play in the zone scheme. He's gonna move you out the way, straight dog. In a perfect world, maybe we get him. And if you do decide to bring a Proctor along, Proctor is more than a tackle. He can also play guard as well. So I'm pretty sure he will play guard. Now, what makes it sexy for me, because at some point we're gonna have to get off of Howard. So if I'm drafting me draft guard, if I'm drafting, if I could snatch up Proctor, have him back up Howard, snatch up Hugh for Oregon, maybe in second round. He's not going past the second round. Hugh's a plug and play guy, locked in starter. Proctor, as I was telling Cal earlier, if you watch some of his film, very stout, very strong, point of attack. Sometimes his hand placement can get you, you know, out of the way. Oh, come on, stresses. Come on, nice piano. Hey, I'm in Larry crib, man. That's why we ain't been back, man. Larry been home, so Larry back on the road. So I got to come breaking his house again. So I'm here again. But yeah, so with Proctor, his hand placement sometimes can get weary. Like, he's for the people who play football that are linemen, it's all about getting here. Getting your hands in here and lock them up right here. If your hands are anywhere else outside of here, you're gonna get flagged and you're probably gonna get beat and beat bad. So, but with the job that Greg Popovich did with the O line this year, I feel like a little bit of coaching in the league, Proctor can potentially turn into your stud right tackle, because you already got your future stud tackle in Big E. Hugh could be your left guard. Linderbaum or Mays as your center. Remember, this is my how I would see if I was Nick, how I would do it. Ingram is your right guard. Howard is your right tackle with Proctor backing them up. In the perfect world, O line is fixed. And then if you add a guy like Kenneth Walker, he has an O line that can move people out the way, and he can dibble and dabble like he always do, like he's been doing for Seattle.
I really think that if you go and get Ingram, which he's projected between 13 and 18, and if you're talking about Lindenbaum, that's you can just spend your whole budget. And you're talking about, because I mean, well, Howard is already making pretty good money. So if you're going to find two free agents to big money deals, I can't see Nick signing two free agents with the depth of what they have coming through the draft. I think that's one of the things. I think he addressed two linemen, and I don't think they're going to be high dollar linemen. I don't think he's going to spend like his first like those two people. Those two positions will be the highest paid that you'll have to pay in free agency. And then if you talking about paying a Kenneth Walker, you pretty like any other depth of safety or anything else is going to be like pretty much out the window. So I don't like looking at Nick. I don't think Nick. I think Nick will get probably he'll shoot at one of the two. It's probably somebody that we're not even thinking of. But I think he's gonna. It's just like last year when he brought in four people, didn't he? He brought in Ingram. He brought in
Cam
Cam
Brown,
Brown and the other
your
guard.
your, your doppelganger, man. Landon.
Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna put effort into getting this line situation right because Nick listens. But I just think that what's out there versus what you'll spend on Ingram. I can't see myself spending no 13 on Ingram. I don't think no sensible fan would want just a 1 year showing. I mean, it was a pretty decent showing, but locking him in for 3-4 years at that contract.
Yeah.
I
No,
rather
no, hold
I rather
on.
go young in the draft. What's that?
You're missing something too. Nobody gets more than a 2 year, 3 year deal here. The max we've seen is what 3 years.
Well, it's gonna be 2 and 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
2, and club gonna control the third one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, and pretty much, but still, like it's gonna be a lot of money, like in signing bonuses and everything else. Now, Nick knows how to structure deals where a lot of the money is paid up front, and he can move on and don't take a huge dead cap hit if the player does not get injured. So, but I just think that if you're looking at a 1 year a 1 year successful lineman in Ingram, and you look at other guys that coming in through the draft or whatever, I think you have to take that money and kind of like facilitate it in other. We got to look at safety, linebacker, and of course running back. I'm not big on like bringing in Walker. Uh, it's
I
not
know.
that it's not that I feel like he's a. But one thing about Nick, if it's and Nick, uh, when he went out and got Joe Mixon, the only reason why we didn't sign Barkley is because Barkley used this as a negotiation tool.
Yeah,
Barkley is a Northeast guy through and through. His whole family's up there. He played ball up there, and
yeah.
he got drafted. So it was like it was gonna have to be a break the bank type of, because his family comes see him play, his parents and all that.
It'd been
So
worth it though.
yeah, it would have been worth it. But
In
Nick,
hindsight.
Nick, Nick, Nick wasn't going to outprice himself. But me saying that is Nick told the fans, if people are paying attention, how important the running back is. Because so when we faltered on that, it was like, okay, Joe Mixon, hey, they about to cut him. Nick was like, hey, now don't take the 7th round pick, so we ain't got to get off into negotiations. So that Walker had to split a lot of time with Charbonnet. Walker probably could if he was the bell cow, but if he was the bell cow, would he been as successful? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not willing to make him the highest paid free agent running back because he had a good showing at the end when Charbonnet got hurt, and he stepped up and took control. But
Tremendously.
yeah, I still got to look at, man. In a perfect world, it's 2 running backs coming out in the draft, and I want them in the same draft. I'm gonna say that. And Nick has a background of doing crazy stuff like that. So we'll save that for another date. I probably said it before, but I'm quite sure if I say it, then it's gonna start floating around in Twitter Spaces, and somebody else gonna throw it out there. But it's 2 running backs that need to be drafted, especially if this guy drafts. If he falls in the 2nd round, I'm getting him. And the other one, if he falls in the 4th round, I'm getting him.
Kelly, you need to say it now. So that way we time stamp. So these other people.
Nick needs to draft Price from Notre Dame. And he needs to go get Mike Washington Jr. all in the same draft. Now, when you start to say, Cal, why would you draft 2 running backs like that? Well, why would Nick draft 2 wide receivers from the same school, 2nd and 3rd round last year? Why? Because Nick does Nick shit. Why did Nick draft CJ and then nobody in the room was like, everybody in the room was so befuddled, man, the Texans is back at the number 3 position. Nick say, man, watch me work, bro. And I feel like that if you brought in both of those guys are not going to miss. You can reset that whole running back room. Yeah. Everybody else in that room, hey, I hope you can fight for 3rd and 4th, but if not, thank you for your services. But I think Price and Washington Jr. is better than anybody on our roster besides British Brooks. Yep, I said it. Yep, I said it.
Lord have mercy. All right.
Oh, man.
I'm with you on the British Brooks train. I hopped on the last cart before it left. I'm one of the people that's watching him the few times he did get the ball last year. He ran with he's a violent runner. He gets straight to the point.
Man, people
he can be shifty if need be.
Yes.
He's a guy watching him, and don't take this overboard. Don't get the clipping me up and saying Patton said this. But watching him, he really felt like I was watching the emergence of Aaron Foster when Aaron Foster first came on the scene. And what I mean, the emergence was when he was still number 37 before he turned to 33 to 23.
Right.
Those real Texan fans that know when Foster first played at the end of that season, we played the Patriots here. I think that's when Wes Welker tore his ACL on our horrible field at the time. Foster was wearing number 37. You've seen glimpses of it then. This season, the few carries he did get, I got the same feeling. Going into this offseason, if you don't address the running back room, if you don't, which I highly doubt we won't, I highly doubt that we don't address it because I know we're going to address it, but I would be comfortable with keeping Brooks, Jawad, and Woody, but also adding one more guy, like a different element, the running back, if that makes sense, right?
Right.
Jawad showed us something, showed a little bit. When we drafted Jawad, he was potentially the 3rd down scat back, the fast guy. And when he played this year, you can tell he hasn't played football in quite some time because his speed was just not there. Too many times when he broke away, he should have scored 6. He was breaking open like Steve Slayton did, but Steve Slayton was fast. When Slayton get in the open field, he's gone. Gerard just didn't have that giddy up. I like Gerard, but British Brooks, man. If we can add your guys, either one or two or both, or either one or the other or both, Brooks deserves a shot to make this team. And I believe he will. He's been around too long not to fall by the wayside.
And you know what? Not as a fullback. And let me just throw this teaser out.
Okay.
We have a fullback on deck that, and I'm gonna say that you pointed it out. We're not gonna release that yet, but that's a fullback that fits everything that the Texans will want. And whenever we get down that line, we start talking about running backs, I want you to be able to present that. And also, when you do it, stamp it and tweet it out too. Because I think that if it happens, and I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, he fits. He fits. That's who you want. You want a guy who wants to play that position.
Yes.
Not a guy that's saying, hey man, to make the team, you got to play special teams and fullback. Okay, I do it. But in the back of your mind, you know that you tell that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this. My guy if for those that's been following this page, when I say my guy, it can only be so many places that my guy can come from. Go blue. Look here, man. Dog. When I say dog, if he put on the thing like Mike Allstock had, he might be another Mike Allstock. That's how ferocious this guy is. He's gonna punch you in the mouth, and he's gonna make you feel it every time, and he ain't gonna stop until you give up. But we're gonna hold that for another day, though. Oh man, my boy Mike, man. Your classmate, your old classmate.
Oh, okay. What's up, man? What up, Mike? Hey, Mike, I need to holler at you, man.
I meaning to tell you too. Now he always asks about you when we be at work.
Hey, I need to get his number because everybody that's in that class, man, I ain't get a chance to exchange numbers, man. But I really need to talk to my hey, I call him the colossal shrimp. Hey, that people ain't gonna know about that, but I'm telling you, Mike is a wild dude, bro. I need to holler at Mike, man. You know what's up, but your boy doing good up here in Arlington, just like I told you, man. I told you. So we gonna chop, Mike.
Mike, good people, man. Me and Mike kind of bonded a little bit, man. That's my guy, you know. Hey, Mike, sidebar.
Hey, you got his number?
Yeah.
You got it? Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm texting it to you right now. I'm actually sending it to you right now. But hey,
okay.
Mike, I'm good, man. I'm ready. It's all you know what I'm talking about, then we leave it at that. But yeah, man. So that fullback is a beast. He's a monster. I'll tell you that much right now. We just want to roll with Killer. Shit, we already at 37. Damn, we at 37 minutes and we got 104 people in the lobby, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man.
Oh man, hey, look, man. I know we've been off the pivot for a little bit, man. But man, we've been wanting to come back, but it's been a lot of transition.
Yeah.
But yeah, we here now, man. We finna come back stronger than ever. We finna really push this thing, man. So hey, thank y'all for being a part of the bull ring, man. I mean, just the names that's out there. We always give a shout out at the end, but man, to see the familiar faces in here, that's cool. Where my girl Yvonne at? Yvonne normally check in, but I ain't seen her yet. So, but yeah, man, thank y'all for coming in, man.
Oh yeah. So, I guess Nitty's still out in the streets. I know Doctor's still doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
You want to cover one more topic before we get up out of here? What else we got left?
We can either go with position priority. I think we kind of let's rapid fire on it, and then we're going to end with one player on offense and one on defense.
Okay.
That's on the roster. Which one will be here? So it's like one on offense that will still be here, one on offense that won't be here, and same as defense. But position priority. Everybody going to say offensive line.
Of course.
It kind of almost have to be, because if you talking about paying CJ money, then like you can't have a guy that's a marksman, with a rifle, and you send him out to war with a 22 pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to give him the tools that he needs to be successful. Now, a lot of it falls on CJ, but like if you're gonna draft the guy number 2 in the draft, and you saw what he was able to do in college, then yeah, go ahead and surround him with protection. So position priority has to be offensive line, but I'm gonna say something that I said last year before the draft, and I'm gonna say it again. And as a matter of fact, I'll pull him up right now, but I'm gonna go real quick on it. When we were talking about going first in the draft, it wouldn't bother me not one bit if D'Amico finally get a defensive tackle that he could say, this is my guy.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I can't pull him up right now, but his defensive line, Oh man, where is he at?
Talking about Banks.
That has to be him from Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Caleb
Caleb
Banks.
Banks, 6'6", 330. I think if they did something, now I don't know where he's going to be. That's why I say you have to wait until the combine is over with, and you got to let the draft board like kind of the speculations of where they're going to fall, because it's got to be interviews, background noise, all this other stuff, and then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, he can go anywhere between late first and drop all the way to the third round or whatever. But if you add two guys that are like dominant run stoppers, can just man that hold from 0 to 4. That's on top of the center, on both sides of the center gap, both of the guards, and still
Mhm.
play that 3 technique. You know what type of year that Will and Daniil can actually have, and you know that Aziz will go from probably Pro Bowl to All Pro. And do you know this defense that gave up? I think what was it, 16 points or 14? Like this defense can probably give up like less than like the Baltimore Ravens. It could be like giving up 10 points a game.
All right.
You can have Stingley, I would say more Stingley than Lassiter, can be pushing like double-digit interceptions. Like so much can happen with that interior being sold up with D'Amico guys, not guys that's been passed down to him and he's making it work. So position priority, I'm going to say that it has to be offensive line. Defensive tackle would be a luxury pick, but it has to be offensive line and then running back. So that's my man. That was so damn. I said it was going to be quick, and that took about 2 minutes saying that shit.
Well,
What's new, man? What's new?
yeah, that part. Space Age says tight end needs to be addressed.
Okay,
Um, yeah,
all right.
I agree.
But we
With
say priority. We talking about priority. My book priority means the first. Like,
yeah, first things first.
yeah,
So with you going offensive line, I mean that's the that's the given. Um, ooh, I'm gonna go a different route. Play caller, Nick Caley. He's still here.
mhm.
You know, I don't care who you bring in. You can bring in the best offensive lineman. You can go trade for Jettas. You can go trade for Jamal Chase. You can do whatever. You can bring in whoever you want to bring in, right? Draft whoever you want to draft. And this is pertaining to offense. Nick Caley going into this year, there has to be, like, this is priority. We need to be putting up the minimum of 24 points a game, the minimum. And I'm not saying 24 points with a bunch of field goals. You know,
Yeah.
we need touchdowns, right? This has to be the year where CJ. This is a make or break year for CJ. This is a make or break off season for this franchise as a whole. Nick Caley has to open that playbook up, understand his players, who does what the best, use this guy in this package, utilize different packages. We had our most success when we ran the Rams-esque type offense. We had the most, not the most, but we had the least success running the Patriots type offense, because with the Patriots type offense, all the receivers have option routes, which means a lot of times when CJ was throwing the ball, turning the ball over and doing erratic throws, him and the receiver were not on the same page. I don't feel like you need to give your receivers hella options. Run a certain plays. Hey, this on this play, this is your route. Run that play, run that route. Keep it simple, but keep it fast and put points on the board. So for me, priority would have to be locking in with one style of offense. Let's get, and this is for Dr. Payton. I know he's somewhere probably shaking them keys with that Grand Marnier. If we're gonna run his offense the way it needs to be ran, let's run his offense on the Rams esque. Keep it simple. That's for me.
Right, that's pretty good, man. Yeah. And we'll finish it off with this. Players, two players that's on the offensive side. One that will still be here, and one would not be here next year. Now, I wrote down a question, but I haven't had a chance to think about it.
On offense?
Yeah, on offense, you want to go first, or you want me to? Because I'm just
I can't. So you saying on that's going to be here for the season, or won't be here
right
for the season?
when the season starts. What player that's on the roster right now is still going to be here, and what player that's on the roster now that definitely won't be here? So on offense and defense,
that's simple. Darren's gone. Agumbawale, he's gone.
Okay.
He's gone. And as of right now, we haven't signed anybody. We haven't drafted anybody. I would say Titus Howard.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. We know Titus is going to be here because there's no way he's going to get cut or traded. But I'm just saying that the player that's kind of teetering, like, is he going to be here or is he not going to be here? And it's like, nah, he's going to be here. And fans like, I think he's going to be gone.
I give you one. Darren's not going to be here. They're not going to be here. I'm going to stick with that one. Space Age say Kurt, yo, we're not resigning Kurt. Kurt going to be in that CDL line. Which nothing wrong with that.
I think Kirk is under contract, isn't he?
I was only had 1 year left. You're a free agent. Hutch will still be here.
Hutch will still be okay. That's good.
Hutch.
Who would not be here? I really want to say Dore. Dore, yeah, I gotta go with that. Dore won't be here. Who will be here is I got two of them that will be here. There's no finna piss some people off. The restructuring of the contract, I don't think Joe Mixon want to go nowhere. And I think Nick really likes him. So Joe just got paid a whole year worth of contract, and the third year of this contract was going to be it was going to be, but it's the Texans, it's the option, team option. Mm-hmm. So they have the right to do it. So we already paid you for a year of not working. So it only makes sense for you to just go ahead and just say, hey, unless you're going to do a Stephon Diggs move and, try to get some money elsewhere. Okay, that's cool. But I think Mixon's going to be here. And look, I think Christian Kirk is going to be here. I think Christian Kirk is going to be here. I didn't say I wanted him here. I said I think he's going to be here.
Before we get up out of here.
Well, we got to go defense. Same thing.
Defense. Okay, I'm gonna say that topic before we leave. There, I'm gonna side note it. Defense. Autry won't be here.
That's mine too. We'll make it quick. Yep, that's mine.
Unfortunately, Toa will be here.
He was the second best linebacker on the team.
He can't cover for shh.
He got better at year's end though. He got a whole lot better.
Yeah. Well, okay. We'll keep him. I give you two who ain't gonna be here. Autry, because he's already not coming back on contract, and he's getting a little long in the tooth. I would love for him to come back, but my two will be Autry and Jimmy Ward.
Yeah, that's probably a given. Yeah,
and I'm gonna give you another two. I'm keeping the D tackles, the guys that will be back, that will be here and will be here, be back and be here. Sheldon Rankins and Tim Soto Jr.
Yeah, I got to go with both of those too, man. I got to go with both of those too. What do you think about Derek Barnett?
He'll be here.
Okay, I was leaning towards still being here. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless Solomon Byrd just gets unlocked a type of new move or something, and he just goes the fuck off in training camp, and the preseason.
Hold up, gotta go to the bull ring. Hey, I see a lot of people mention Juice Struggs, man.
Yeah, Juice, yeah, man. Juice gonna
would Juice be here? Still under a rookie deal, like first year with Kaylee, like, hey, is he gonna be here or not?
Juice gonna be here.
He gonna be here. Yeah.
Juice is gonna be only way Juice don't be here unless we go with my theory from earlier. Whether when you the drafting, you say we won't re-sign Ingram, so let's just say we don't re-sign Ingram, right? But if we go on my theory, we re-sign Ingram, and you draft Proctor, and you draft Pugh. You draft two linemen. You leave this draft with two linemen, offensive linemen. Let me say that, so I can be specific. You leave this draft with two offensive linemen. So if you leave this draft with three offensive linemen, which is possible, you never know. If you leave this draft with three offensive linemen, Juice and Patterson is out of there.
Okay. Fisher is going to be here. I see Space Age.
Fisher ain't going nowhere, bro. Yeah. Coach Popovich is going to get him together. Finally.
Hey. All right, so we're going to end it with this, but something just came to my mind, man.
I still got mine real quick.
Huh?
I still got, but no, go on, say yours. I say mine for last.
Okay. What do you think about the Texans, as they say, spin the block on a one Kenyon Green?
Well, if that's the case, let me call my ex-girlfriend, said I miss him.
What does it hurt? 22 years old, you drafted him. Still ain't gonna cost you nothing. You from up under the contract that you originally signed him from. I mean, what does an invite hurt to bring him in?
Yeah. I mean, the last time I seen him, he was pushing baskets at HEB on Maryland.
Stop it, man.
Oh, bro.
That dude bank account still huge right now. Like, he still got, still solidified at A&M. Nothing, like, that dude, he's good. That contract that he signed, it's enough for him if he does it right. Shout out to his dad, Henry Green. But he good. He ain't pushing no baskets. Trust me.
I know I seen him today, man. I ain't saying nothing to him. He was struggling. He was on about 5 baskets. He was struggling.
Nah. Come on, man. You got to stop with the disrespect, man. Nah, seriously, man. Just like, I mean, what's the invite?
It ain't worth it.
It's not worth it bringing in a free agent that you just have no idea. So you just gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, I seen enough. So his career is totally over with.
If the best offensive line coach in the NFL cannot help you,
hey, I need y'all to go back and check those Philadelphia Eagles stats last year with that offensive line. Go back and look at y'all favorite PFF numbers that y'all love to pull up out of y'all arse. And look at some of those. Hey, look at some of those Philadelphia linemen. But them boys that they was ranking at the bottom, a lot of them. So this great guy that we always talk about, like he's the Christ of Jesus, bro, this dude is not resurging every single body. Like everybody that comes out of Philly ain't all pro and Pro Bowls. So I'm just saying with him, you saying if he couldn't do it, but I'm just saying the dude's still 22 years old. Think he still may have some left in the tank. And I think it was more cerebral than it was physical. It became physical when he lost a lot of weight. But I'm just saying, just a simple invite. It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
How much has Daddy paid you, man?
Hey, bro. I'm a Northside Brook dog for life, man. He ain't gotta pay me nothing. I'm gonna roll with the Northside forever.
Well, how much he paid you? I might want in on that.
Hey, I'm a Northside dude. Shout out to DJ Michael Watts, Northside.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
Yeah. I was looking at my birth certificate the other day because I'm gonna get a passport, and I was born on the North Side. It's fucked up.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the reason why I still, I rock with you. There's a reason why. Yeah. No, Northside dudes just like we just, we just like different types of dudes, man.
Hey,
like,
man, I'm South Leo for Leo, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Tim and Chandler with Chicken Plus all day.
Okay.
All right, man. But if they were to discuss having coffee again, see what he can do.
I just say invite. If it works, it works. If it don't, you lose nothing. You lose nothing, but you can gain a lot. I just leave it at that.
You're gonna lose giving him a helmet and another jersey again.
Nah, man, the disrespect is just horrible, man.
Yeah. All right, but look, I want to end this on this note, man.
All right.
Um, Once again, shout out to my brother, man, John Hickman at the Locked On Texans podcast. If y'all don't have it subscribed, check it out, man. He provides daily content, man. It's a good brother over there. Damn good brother. Um, I haven't. He's always busy, like I'm always busy, but I like to go back and forth with him from time to time when we do have time to go back and forth with one another. But he was always hinting at the Texans needed another receiver. And for the life of me, I just didn't understand, like, why does he keep saying we need another receiver? And then he was saying we should call Minnesota to see what's going on with Jordan Addison, right? I recently told the guys in the group chat, man, our group chat, that hey, Jettas might be available, you know, with what the compensation might look like with with the contract we would be taking on. You know, but that's just hypotheticals. But the more and more I got to thinking about it, you know, and Cal, you hit on it earlier in the show that hell, when it's crunch time, our receivers 12 gonna miss games every year. As a true Texan fan, as a podcaster, as a content creator, if you're covering this team, you got to know that 12 is gonna miss a couple of games every year. It just happens with him. And it got me to thinking, man. Steve Smith says that Jaden Higgins reminds him of Larry Fitzgerald. That would be phenomenal. We haven't seen what Noel can do with more opportunities. We know what Hutch can do when given opportunities. He had to work on the catching, but that was a problem with him coming out of college. He would always be T.O. versus he would be T.O. versus the Patriots against UT in college, catching all the hard catches, contested catches. Then against everybody else, he's just Jacoby Jones, RP to that good brother, dropping everything. That showed up a lot last year, especially in the playoffs. He had a lot of drop passes. And it got me to thinking, man, Tank coming back, man. We're going to have to get Tank, man. Tank. Watching Tank work out, and for him to even be where he's at now is a testament of how hard that man's working. But the draft guard in me, the eyes I have on my skull, as I can look, that knee just don't look like it's going to be worth the damn. I'm worried about Tank. I'm more so worried about Tank than I am CJ. CJ hasn't had any gruesome injuries, or knock on wood, he hasn't had anything up to like Tank did. Not many people have had a Tank-esque type injury. Like Tariq Hill just had one, and he's already, bounced back, moving around. But to land this plane so we can get up out of here, we may need to add another receiver, someone that we won't see coming. Someone that will not only shock the team, but shock the world, if that makes sense. Someone that when 12 decides, the hamstrings is out, all right, maybe I got a concussion, maybe I got the flu, whatever may happen to 12, and I pray at 12 play every game next year, playoffs included. But we need to have somebody else, primarily a possession guy that has speed, that can quick turn, hard to tackle. I haven't been really watching receivers. I've been bullish on not watching the receivers come out in this draft, because I know next year's draft is going to be the receiver draft. That's when all the guys that's going to lead to be the face of the NFL potentially, receiver-wise, are coming out next year. Those are the only guys that I've been looking at. As far as this year, you got Lemon from USC, my guy, C. Taylor from Ohio State. I don't know why I'm blanking on these guys now. Like I don't do this shit. It's not coming to me right now, but for the receivers coming out right now, I have to do way more work than I normally would have done by now. But going into this offseason, receiver was not a position of need, in my personal opinion. But the more and more I think about it, 12 misses games, Noel and Higgins going into year 2. You got a Hutch. I don't believe Kirk would come back. And I'm not sure what Tank is going to look like when he comes back. So you have to add a guy. And I'm not saying draft a guy. I'm not saying draft because this team has other glaring needs, top priority needs. Receivers not a need, not a top priority. It's a luxury to be able to get another receiver, you know. But we may end up picking a guy off waivers or undrafted free agent. But that's my thing. At some point, we won't have to find another receiver, a true stud to go with 12 until Higgins emerges as receiver number 2, potentially receiver number 1.
I think Higgins showed in that playoff game against Gonzalez.
He cooked him.
He cooked him, had him in the blender. Mm-hmm. I mean, separation was there. Like everything that you need from a number 2 was there. So, I think the size, speed, strength of this receiving core, and I'm just gonna go with the core 5 of, and I'm gonna include Tank Dell. Tank Dell been, counted out his whole entire life since Little League, and if the dude, I think if he feel like he can play, I'm gonna trust his judgment on anything, and I'm gonna wait and see. But if all 5 of those guys are healthy, I don't see that there will be a need for another wide receiver. Now, Nick have went into every draft and have drafted a wide receiver and also picked them up off free agents. I remember the free agent wide receiver we got from Minnesota last year. He didn't see any time, but I don't think about it. What's that?
He didn't make the team either.
Yeah, I think he was on practice squad though, wasn't he?
I'm not sure if he made it that far either. Okay. He was good. He was. Now I watched him when I was looking for Big E. When I was scouting Big E. That's when I noticed him. He's pretty good. He could be the guy that I'm lusting for. Pause. But we need somebody. We just need something.
I think what you need has to come from that offensive play caller.
That could make a whole lot of difference too.
That's it. Like I've seen like Nico, he's gonna get hurt, but I'm just not that guy that's gonna like put in the universe. Well, you can expect him to miss 2 or 3. I can't do that to somebody. Like if he does get hurt, it's like, okay, it normally happens. But before the season starts, I'm not gonna say, he's gonna get hurt. I ain't gonna do that. But let's just say in the perfect world, that all of those receivers are healthy. I think all of those receivers have the capability to be at 1 through 5 in most NFL rosters. If I asked you right now, I give you $1 million in 10 seconds if you can name me the number 5 receiver on 5 teams. You couldn't do it. So that number 5 receiver, that number 5 wide receiver normally does it like he's gonna catch maybe 20, 25 balls, footballs, and he's gonna get about maybe 200, 250, but we're not gonna know who he is. So when people get to complaining about Hutchinson and come on, like let's stop it. Like it's just like when people complain about Brevin Jordan, like he's a third string vet minimum tight end, and we spend a lot of energy on guys that's just so insignificant. And it's like, okay, cut Brevin Jordan and bring in who? They couldn't tell you a third string wide receiver. If I gave you $1 million to name a third string wide receiver in 10 seconds on 5 teams, could you do it? No, you could not. So my thing is, I think you have to get the skill level is going to be Nico Collins, Higgins, and hopefully Noel can be that number 3, and then Hutch can do, and then Tank can just kind of, incorporate him back in there slowly. But I think you got youth, you got size, you got everything that you need on that wide receiver. Like address the tight end and address the running back, and watch how good that wide receiver room looks.
Yeah.
So I think, man, we hit on as far as our comeback show, I think we hit on a lot of good topics. I think the bull ring was very active. That was
Yes.
cool to see.
Most definitely, 1000%. As we normally do, as we end our show, give our shout outs to everybody that was in the bull ring. The last guy popped up was a good old Dr. Payton, man. What's going on, good brother?
Okay, what's up, Doc?
You want to get the first shout out, man. Shout out to Dr. Payton. Space Age was actually the first person in here. Scroll back to the chat. Space Age was the first guy in here, man. Shout out to you, good brother. As always, Brandon, man. Brandon been down since day one. You gotta love Brandon. So shout out to you as always, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
We scroll down. I can't scroll. There we go. CJ 192. He was in the bull ring, man. Shout out to you. Oh, come on, Space Age. Space Age. He lost faith in Brevin. Don't lose faith in him, man. That's it. Who else we had in here? Man, shout out to everyone in the bull ring, man. Y'all really be chopping it up, man. Shout out to Mike Dupree. Who else?
Mike.
Yeah, Mr. Lee 09. I think that's Chill Will. Shout out to you. Oh my God. Shout out to my brother Stressings.
Oh, Stress? Oh, okay, you did mention. I was looking for Stressings.
Yeah, he popped up, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
Who else am I missing? I know my mom, she popped in. Shout out to my mom. She popped in. Oh shit, that looked weird at the end. I made it pop up.
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? Hey, at least I got a chance to chime in, man, before y'all did close out, bro, man. It just was. Well, I just went through a tornado, man. But hey, I'm blessed. Finally took care of my business, man, and glad to be able to come on here and chop it up with y'all guys before y'all get out. What I got to say ain't gonna take long anyway, man. I just want to say, me sincerely, I want to apologize to the fan base, man. I know that what I'm saying, we took a little hiatus, but I'm gonna be honest, probably like about maybe 80% of y'all out there, that loss, man, it took a lot out of me, man, and for me to not just go full, nuclear on the team, man, I had to take a little, little time back to, get back in the saddle now, man, as a true Texans fan and as a true Texans journalist bringing y'all this Texans content. I think I'm ready, man, to go into this off season and, try to get this thing done one more time, man. So, I'm here. I'm here for the rest of the season, man, and I know my guys took care of the night, man. But I'll be back next week, man, with the sound effects and everything. But
that's what's up.
But other than that, though, man, y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Look, man, I'm telling you, I was rushing to the house, right? Because I'm like, damn, I need to be able to, I was gonna stop in the driveway, but bro, I run up on a train. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah. I ran up on the train, bro, and so I say, man, this would be the perfect time to holler at the boys right here. But we all good, man. I don't know what y'all was conversating on at that moment, but man, I'm gonna dip in and I'm gonna dip out, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the next show, man. Saturday is going down Texas on 3. Y'all already know Frank Nitty in the building. Howdy.
That's what's up.
Hey, with that being said, we about to shout out everybody. Gonna go ahead and throw this good outro music on, man. I wish he would have stayed on to hear this, but need him to go and play your intro one more time before we get up out of here.
They both holding 50 rounds of that hot shit, make a move, nigga. They done heard we got some new riches, new whips with the cute ribbons, old school with the new engine. Some of my niggas stayed down, but yeah, we still got a few missing. Cut them off, had to move different. Nigga, we done touched a few pigeons, cooking like we had 2 kitchens. Nigga should've stayed at school with it. You can tell how a nigga do digits. Same team with a new vision, and we about to do the fool with it. To God, all praises due with it.
Hey, and with that being said, man, we out.
We out.
We'll see y'all Saturday, man, same time. Appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. Texas on 3, baby. We out.